Hard. I was just going to ask you who the hardest working.
In the weight room, it's LeBron. On the court, it's Kawhi. Together, weight room and court, Kawhi.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? This is B Drizzle of the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Welcome to the #1 LA Clipper podcast out there. We want to first give you guys a shout out, LA Clipper fan, LA Clipper Nations, for being here. Share this podcast with your family and friends. They will not be disappointed, but let's get it popping.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers to throw away. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Slossin' that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Now you official now. But you got a soul to say. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in a few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth. I ain't really trip on the credit. I just paid all of my dues. I just respected the game. Now my name all in the news. Tripping on all of my moves. Quote me on this, got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this bitch, fresh out the county with nothing to lose.
Nothing. No. Wanna count on you, but I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. You, but my money ring, that you do. Oh yeah, so I don't do this shit for nothing.
Rolling up some good, pulling up till we get faded. You know how we do it. Everybody take a flex on me. I got the keys to the city. I don't need no limousine. I turn up when I pull up. And tell my booking agent book a show. Running around with the paper bag. Running around with the paper bag. Going crazy spending all this cash. Going crazy spending all this cash. If I spend it, I'ma get it back. Even when I ride around dirty, a nigga don't need a seatbelt. A nigga don't need a seatbelt. Nah, it don't cost to keep it real. Run up, get done up. Shit can get real. Fuck around and get your ass rocked. Nigga, fuck around and take your shit. Got you asking God why. Drag your ass into an alley. Pull out aim for the target. Should've never been around the killers. In my town with the fucking realest. No cheddar bars round here. I get the spray and they gon' get down. Ski mask over my face. Catch a body in broad day. Catch a body in broad day.
I got the key to the city. I got a hold of Shadiddy. Talk to that bitch in Swahili. Tattoo my name in graffiti. Whack out your hood in graffiti. Come through your hood on the weekly. None of y'all niggas can't see me. None of y'all niggas can't see me. Y'all ain't got nothing like this over there. Bunch of frontline millionaires. Bunch of self-made at the Trump bag. Guess the odds really took it there. Any problem, I'ma reappear. With a squad you already fear. All this time I've been playing fair. 7 digits every single year. Niggas die, niggas disappear. Alibis, I was really there. Life a crime till I get the chair. Columbine in my trigger hair. Still I rise and I took the stairs. Feel a fire, it's a different glare. All these fights, it was never fair. Busting knuckles, still I'm swinging fears. Taste the salt inside my dripping tears. You should know I never had a fear. You should know I never had a shot, never had a chance till I took it here. Man, it's proud, but I see it clear. Strategize, I'm an engineer. Pick a side, gotta keep it there. Switching up, nigga, looking weird. I got the key to the city. I got a hold of Shadiddy. Talk to that bitch in Swahili. Tattoo my name in graffiti. Whack out your hood in graffiti. Come through your hood on the weekly. None of y'all niggas can't see me. None of y'all niggas can't see me.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos. Hit that like button. Y'all coming here. Hit that Cash App at Slick Rick 1991 Son. That is my co-host Rick's Cash App. My Cash App is currently under review right now, but I will get that up and running soon. Also, if you guys do not have Cash App, make sure you guys hit our super stickers and super comment button that's available. All you guys gotta do is very, very simple. There's a button right below in the right hand corner of the chat box that says with the $ symbol. Hit that button. Y'all be able to show y'all love by hitting that Cash App. And last but not least, get your membership badges that are available. 3 different options. We have the LA Clipper badge, the Pull Up badge, and the interview badge. If you guys are comfortable, either one of those 3 badges, make sure you guys continually support the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Let's get it popping. All right. So as y'all come here, make sure y'all are in here. You guys, are comfortable. Wipe your feet before you enter this house and hit that like button. We want to have a good show for y'all today, man. LA Clipper Talk, we're back with it, man. I know I've been out, away for a few days for the most part, but we are back in action this week. You know what I'm saying? LA Clipper news. Now, also, before we get started, I want to let y'all know, if you guys have not saw my community post, I made sure to put a quote in there saying that I actually am going to be the host for the LA Clippers Believe Network, BLEAV Network. That is a actual network, pretty well known, that covers the Clippers as one of their teams. So I will be the host of that show. Very humbling, what I'm saying, after 3 years going through, all this, content and all this stuff I've been able to do, is the hard work's paying off. So all glory to God for this. But you guys continuously support me and continuously look out for, when I start dropping those type of, information about the season. But I will be the host of the show. But let's get it popping with LA Clipper news, man. I don't know if you guys were here for the beginning of the video, but I'm going to talk a little bit about certain things about certain players who have something to say about a certain guy in the NBA. And I think it's very important that we actually hear podcasts. I think podcasts are very important. Like, player podcasts are good, not just for the audience, but just for the perspective of you get a chance to get some insight of, how players think. And as I told y'all, being a former player myself, I like to, get the insight of other, players of, the NBA, just to kind of see how they feel. You got a lot of different podcasters out there. Of course, the Paul Georges was one of my favorites. You got Knuckleheads. You got All the Smoke. You got, JJ Redick got his own podcast. LeBron had a, short stint with his podcast as well. But another great podcast I like is Patrick Beverley. So he spoke about yesterday, a certain subject, surrounding, our star player in Kawhi Leonard. And of course, Patrick Beverley used to play for the Clippers. So Kawhi Leonard was a teammate of his who actually he's pretty close to this day. He talked a little bit about what Kawhi Leonard is like, being around him, and, certain things that, people may not know. He, distinguished a certain, information, inside information about the guy, and, what he's like, as a basketball player, and what he's like, just basically as a, worker. So we're going to let y'all
work. You had the opportunity to play with some
Kawhi.
Joel.
Kawhi.
That's the hardest working?
Hardest working motherfucker I've seen in my life.
Okay.
Really? And I mean,
I was just going to ask you who the hardest working.
So when I say hard working, I mean, in the weight room, it's LeBron. On the court, it's Kawhi. Together, weight room and court, Kawhi. I ain't seen nobody like him.
So for all you at home, and everybody questions because he's hurt a lot.
That's why he
hear
hurt.
It from the source that the man is the hardest working.
But that's why he be hurt. That's what people don't understand. That's why the man be hurt. Okay, man, you got to relax, man. Nah. We work out. I think it's COVID. They stopped season. You know me, man, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Go to Chicago, go to Houston? That. Man, homies, pack up the Sprinter. Man, we driving to San Diego. Like, what? Man, we driving to San Diego, man. That. Hey, Doc, get us some rebounds from the Clippers, bro. I'm driving to San Diego. I'm about to go work out with Kawhi. I got to see it. I got to see it up close. I got to see it. I got to see what the fuck is he doing, man. They say let me see it. We drive to San Diego, man. We in that motherfucking lab 3 hours. I'm talking about 9 spots. 11 spots. I ain't never shot 11 spots. Make 20, 11 spots midi. Make 20, 11 spots tray. Make 20, 11 spots pump fake. Make 20, 11 spots pump fake tray. Like, make 20, 11 spots. I'm usually 5, maybe 7, maybe 9. You feel you do the 9 spots, 11?
Man.
If you miss
20 together or 20 by yourself?
No. Together. But
okay.
if you miss 18, you go back down to 15. You gotta have the last 3 in a row. No, this spot, okay, cool. We got last 5 in a row. Type.
I tell you, it's important that you say that because the narrative around him is that he doesn't like it.
That's crazy.
No. You know, I know, but you knew how it is
He like it too much.
no, that's what I'm saying. It's great that you say this, and UD touched on it a second. Yeah, for sure, because you know you go through the injuries he's gone through, and people, it's natural. Yeah. Everyone, he don't want to play, blah blah blah. But to hear you say that, that's important.
So as y'all come in here, make sure y'all smash that like button, man. That was Patrick Beverley speaking about, his ex-teammate Kawhi Leonard, and he talked about, just his work ethic and, what he's like as an actual, basketball player. So what I want to do is let y'all hear what he has to say one more time, right? I'm gonna let y'all hear for the people that just coming into the show here one more time, so y'all can actually hear what Pat Bev had to say about his ex-teammate and Kawhi Leonard. So here we go.
He worked.
A grinder. I get that.
And he worked in the weight room.
We talking about work. You had the opportunity to play with some
Kawhi.
Joel.
Kawhi.
That's the hardest working?
Hardest working motherfucker I've seen in my life.
Okay.
Really?
And I mean,
I was just going to ask you who the hardest working.
So when I
say
when I say hard working, I mean in the weight room, it's LeBron. On the court, it's Kawhi. Together, weight room and court, Kawhi. I ain't seen nobody like him.
So for all you at home, and everybody questions because he's hurt a lot.
That's why he
hear
hurt.
It from the source that the man is the hardest working.
But that's why he be hurt. That's what people don't understand. That's why the motherfucker be hurt. Okay, man, you gotta relax, man. Nah. We work out. I think it's COVID. They stopped season. You know me, man, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Go to Chicago, go to Houston? Nah, fuck that. Man, homies, pack up the Sprinter. Man, we driving to San Diego. What? Man, we driving to San Diego, man. Fuck that. Hey, Doc, get us some rebounds from the Clippers, bro. I'm driving to San Diego. I'm about to go work out with Kawhi. I gotta see it. I gotta see it up close. I gotta see it. I gotta see what the fuck is he doing, man. They say let me see it. We drive to San Diego, man. We in that motherfucking lab 3 hours. I'm talking about 9 spots. 11 spots. I ain't never shot 11 spots. Make 20, 11 spots midi. Make 20, 11 spots tray. Make 20, 11 spots pump fake. Make 20, 11 spots pump fake tray. Like, make 20, 11 spots. I'm usually 5, maybe 7, maybe 9. You feel you do the 9 spots, 11?
Man.
If you miss
20 together or 20 by yourself?
No. Together. But
okay.
if you miss 18, you go back down to 15. You gotta have the last 3 in a row. No, this spot, Pat, this spot, okay, cool. We got last 5 in a row. Type.
I tell you, it's important that you say that because the narrative around him is that he doesn't like it.
That's crazy.
No. I know, but you knew how it is.
He
because
like it too much.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's great that you say this because and UD touched on it a second. Yeah, for sure. Because you go through the injuries he's gone through and people, it's natural. Yeah. Everyone, he don't want to play, blah blah blah. But to hear you say that, that's important because he's a grinder.
None of the injuries come upper body.
No.
Yeah.
All of them had to do with Laura, which means that, man, you on your.
All right, so that was Patrick Beverley on Kawhi Leonard. Make sure y'all come in here, hit that like button. Y'all come in here, please hit that like button. So I played that about 2 times, 2 different segments, clips of Patrick Beverley talking about his former teammate Kawhi Leonard. Now we're gonna depictate a few things what he said, but as y'all saw from the actual title, it's listen to the players, not to the fans when it comes to Kawhi Leonard. Listen to the players, not the fans when it comes to Kawhi Leonard. Basically, when you want to hear and know about a certain player in the NBA, it's best to listen to his peers more so than listen to outsiders. Now, I'm not saying certain people can't have, their opinion and things of that nature, but what I'm saying is, and when it just not just to Kawhi, when it comes to all these players, I've always kept the same sentiment. Listen to the actual NBA players because those are the ones that are around them day in and day out, right? So when you look at a guy like Patrick Beverley, who is very close to Kawhi Leonard, who works out with him to this day, who details, he's pretty much one of the only guys, when it comes to these podcasts, that details actual story after story about Kawhi Leonard. If you go to his podcast, he's talking about how Kawhi Leonard is, when he was, with Philadelphia, Patrick Beverley, you guys know that Nick Nurse was his old coach. And Kawhi Leonard, he had a story about Kawhi Leonard, calling Patrick Beverley, asking him about Nick Nurse and asking him about, how he liked this offense and things of that nature. And he even does his little impersonation of Kawhi perfectly, like spot on. So, this is a person that you can really take to the bank when it comes to Kawhi. And as y'all just heard, Patrick Beverley echoed that Kawhi Leonard is the hardest worker that he's ever been around. He's the hardest working player that he's ever been as a teammate. He's the hardest working player he's been as far as the NBA. Now, when you look at a guy like Kawhi Leonard, who's blessed and talented and as accomplished he is, it seems like Patrick Beverley has pretty much made the suit that he still works as if he doesn't even have a job in the NBA. And that's very important when you look at, a lot of these guys in the NBA. For you to stay in the NBA, you have to be able to have a certain work ethic to, not get passed over. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get there. It's hard to stay there. You know what I'm saying? So I think personally, this was very, a big deal to have Patrick Beverley speak upon. It says right here, during a recent episode of the OG show, Beverley said his former LA Clippers teammate Kawhi Leonard is the hardest worker he has played with. Kawhi, hardest working mother effer I've ever seen in my life, Beverley said. When I say hard work in the weight room, it's LeBron. On the court, it's Kawhi. Together, it's weight room and court, it's Kawhi. Now, why did he say that? Why did he say that Kawhi Leonard is the hardest worker player in the NBA? And is it something that I can, kind of vouch for as well? Now, as y'all know, this past year I was at the games, pregame, every single game. I got a chance to watch Kawhi Leonard warm up close. And, he spoke upon how, there's a certain thing that, Kawhi Leonard does in the offseason, when he's actually training, when he went to go train with him in San Diego, where Kawhi Leonard spends his off seasons at. And they talked about like every single spot Kawhi shot. It was like he has to make 20 shots in 11 different spots, all mid-range. All mid-range shots, he has to make at least 20 shots. He has to make 20 shots in each spot. So you do the math, 20 times 11, that is that's 220 makes. Right there in 11 spots. That's 220 makes. And then you got to make 11 three balls, 20 shots and 11 three balls. That's another 220 shots. Right? So you're talking about a guy who's like making around over 600 shots. Makes, not takes, makes. Right? So I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit about where you got that from. But, he talked about how, he's in the weight room, and then Patrick Beverley said that, he has to slow down. He has to be able to slow down. You have to, relax. And Kawhi Leonard just simply says, no. Kawhi is a man of, not many words. So, when he says something, it's very, very straight to the point. And, not too much to beat around the bush. I mean, we have even last year to talk about, how they talked about Kawhi Leonard, this whole, participation policy. Y'all know that, last year the NBA said that you have to play a certain amount of games or else you're going to start getting fined by the team. Now, there was an interview, the press conference on Media Day where I saw Kawhi Leonard probably be as emotion, more emotion in a, interview that I've ever seen him show. I think he was very, irritated with this whole, he's the poster boy of low management. That's why I tell people all the time, you got to stop, running with the narratives of what the media says, because what they'll do is they'll tarnish somebody's career. And they'll actually say some things that will make somebody look a certain way, but the teammate comes out and debunks it like Patrick Beverley did about Kawhi Leonard, and people is they're wide-eyed. Oh yeah, he's the hardest worker in the league. Damn, I didn't know that about Kawhi. Yeah, you didn't know about him because you got a lot of people in the media, constantly, pouring down nothing but lies about how he doesn't want to play and how he's not committed to the game and this, that, and the other. And I've always said it before, and I'll say it again: players that work like that do not sit around and work their ass off in the summer just not to play in the regular season and not to play in the postseason, where that's where you get a chance to show your work. I'm gonna say it again: no one in the NBA who works as hard as Kawhi Leonard works wants to bust their ass in the off season and then come to the regular season and the postseason that he's not playing. That don't even make sense. He's purposely going to just sit out and be like, oh, I put all the work in the off season, so I'm not going to play in the postseason. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So obviously the guy's hurt. But what Kawhi said, straight to the point, as y'all can see in the quotations, he says you're either going to get hurt or you're going to get lucky enough to play games throughout the playoffs or the whole regular season, he said. He continued to say, if the league is seeing or trying to mock what I did with the Raptors, they should stop because I was injured the whole year. But other than that, if I'm able to play, I'll play basketball. I'll work out every day in the summertime to play the game, not to sit and watch people play. No league policy is helping me play more games. Simple, straight to the point. Nothing really much else to say after that. He's telling the media, he's telling everybody else, he's telling the fans, he's telling outsiders, look, I'm not going to sit out after I work my butt off throughout the entire offseason. That don't make any sense. And you know what's funny? A lot of people who make that claim that he don't want to play cannot answer that question. Why would he work as hard as he does and what Patrick Beverley has echoed just to miss the most important part of the NBA season? It doesn't make any sense. But that doesn't stop people from making their stories. That stop people even. You got people even, making content saying this man doesn't want to play, saying this man is just sitting out the games, man, saying this man is stealing money, saying this man doesn't want to, go through the like. It's a lot of stuff that people are saying, in and out the media. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody got something to say. Who is not, behind the back rooms, right? But something that Patrick Beverley, I think, was really, really kind of echoed, like what he said, that, really kind of made me wide-eyed is, why Kawhi Leonard's always hurt, right? Why Kawhi Leonard seems to always be hurt is because he works too hard, right? So I'm going to give one of our, subscribers, Thomas, credit. Once Kawhi Leonard was he with the Spurs, that he actually was so strong that he broke this weight training equipment with the Spurs. That was something that was reported when he was with the Toronto Raptors. It says right here in the headlines, Raptors news, Kawhi Leonard is so strong he once broke the weight training equipment with the Spurs. Toronto Raptors superstar Kawhi Leonard is so strong that he once broke a metal weight training machine during his time with the San Antonio Spurs. Okay. Now, I'm guessing it's the squat machine. That's why I think it is a squat machine. Anybody that's had a chance to, to really work out and have have the ability to be in the gym and, lift weights and things of that nature and is an active person understands that there's no such thing as breaking any machine unless you put an enormous, outrageous amount of weight that is not inclined for the machine to handle. So if let's say you're bench pressing, and you put on like a bunch of 45-pound plates, and it gets to a point where the bar is so lopsided, it's so much weight that the bar starts being lopsided. That means it's telling you that the machine is not meant to have that much weight on it. As y'all come here, smash the like button. So this man Kawhi Leonard broke the squat machine because he put so much weight that it actually collapsed. So when Patrick Beverley says Kawhi Leonard is the hardest working person when it comes to weight room and the court, you have to almost take it to account. Because number one, why would he sit up there and lie? He's not a teammate of Kawhi Leonard anymore. So, what would he have to sit up there and lie about? You know what I'm saying? But the one thing that I kind of took from this is that it was really kind of, eye-opening was, like I said, he's hurt because of all the work that he does, and he doesn't get a chance for his body to sit up and rest. I've actually heard that same sentiment from another player in Gilbert Arenas who said the same thing that he heard from, ex-players, like an ex-coach. No, an ex-player and a current coach with the Clippers, Dante Jones. How he spoke about, why Kawhi Leonard is always hurt, things of that nature. And we could never figure out this, situation why. But this is the second time I'm actually hearing a player say the same thing that Gilbert Arenas said, that Kawhi Leonard's hurt because of how hard he works. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. as y'all know, I've torn both my Achilles. I said it a few times. The people that, has been a part of my podcast know this. I played basketball, up until overseas level. I tore both my Achilles. Now, this time I'm going to tell y'all the two instances of what happened and how old I was. So, for the first incident, I was right out of high school. I was 17 years old. I was the youngest player on my college team. I was getting a chance to, be a starter on the team. 2 weeks before the season starts, we had practice. I shoot a shot at the mid-range. I turn around, and I feel like somebody kicked me or shot me in the back of the leg. Now, of course, I'm looking around like, what the hell is that? I think somebody kicked me, and nobody's behind me. So I try to get up, and I get up, and I can't get up and, walk on my own power. So I had somebody else to, help me out. That was my first instant. I was actually, thinking, okay, well, I just put some ice on it, put some ibuprofen on it, I'll be good. That night after, the injury, I felt such a throbbing pain, like somebody was slicing a knife through my heel, that I said, okay, I got to go to the doctor in the morning. So I go to the hospital, the ER, and, I'm thinking, okay, well, it's not going to be a big deal. I get in there, I get checked in and things of that nature. I see the doctor. He looks at my, my injury. He feels the back of my calf. He has me, flex my foot. He has me, walk. And, within the first 5 minutes, he has me sit down, and he looks me in the eye and said, you tore your Achilles. And I don't know what the hell that means. And I said, okay, well, how long am I going to be out for? Son, you're going to be out for the entire season. I immediately start crying because I've never dealt with an injury, period. That was the first instant when I tore my Achilles. The second instant was just a few years ago. I was 28. I was playing for one of my, or it's 27. I was playing for one of my, NBA or my professional teams. And this time I knew what had happened. I practiced again, did a rip through move, and I made a move, and my body collapsed. And I was like, oh my gosh, man, not again. Because when you tear your Achilles, you usually just tear it one time in your life. You don't really hear nobody saying they tore it 2 times. So when it comes to Kawhi Leonard, him saying that, he works out too hard. When you have an Achilles injury or you have lower body injuries, it usually comes from overworking yourself. Now, by no means am I saying I work harder than Kawhi Leonard at all. But damn it, I do. I am every team I've been on, I've been looked at as one of probably the top guys when put in that work, when it comes to, working out on the court and in the gym, in the weight room. And I remember that summer, like a few years ago when I got hurt, I was in some of the best shape of my life, but my trainer was killing me to the point where he was having me do stuff I wasn't even used to doing. So my body obviously was telling me it couldn't handle it and it just, gave out. So the reason why I bring all that up is because we talk about a guy like Kawhi Leonard, and we have a person who's vouching, saying that he works as hard as he does, say that the reason why he gets hurt the way he does is because of, just the fact that he doesn't know how to actually slow down. He doesn't know how to actually pace himself. That's actually really, it makes a lot of sense, but it also really kind of, it really kind of bothers me in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because these injuries that he would be happy would just be popping up out of nowhere. Like I said, everybody has an opinion. Everybody has something to say. Everybody has, something they want to speculate on to be a part of the discussion. But no one sat down and said to themselves, why in the hell does this man keep getting hurt? Why in the hell does he cannot stay? And it's always at the same time. Torn ACL in 2021, torn meniscus in 2023, 2024. He dealt with, knee inflammation, which later was leading on to him, being out for the playoffs again. So it kind of concerns me, but when I look at, like I said, I got a chance to really have the privilege of watching Kawhi Leonard, warm up before games all this season. And when he says that he tries to, make 20 shots in each spot, notice when you talk about this is just pregame, this is just him doing his light routine. So as y'all can see, he's doing different moves, but being at the same spot, working on his footwork, working on his release, working on his touch. The same mechanics every time. And as I've told y'all before, Jordan, Kobe, Kawhi, those are the three guys I look at when I look at UK. They are the master at two-way play, footwork, mid-range, technique, around the same size as far as height-wise. They pattern their games after one another. As y'all know that, Kobe Bryant trained Kawhi Leonard much of this, his time when he was with the Spurs. Greg Popovich reached out to Kobe Bryant to say, hey, would you mentor Kawhi? And Greg Popovich and Kobe being who he was, said absolutely. But as y'all can see, if y'all know Kobe Bryant is a fan of him and his game, Kawhi Leonard mimics a lot of different things that Kobe Bryant would do. Here's another one right here, another pregame routine right here, working on his fadeaway jump shot. Same release, same shot over and over and over. You guys understand why he shoots about 55 to 60%, sometimes even 70% in certain games, is because he practiced on this shot religiously. So when he gets into the game, it's pretty much textbook. When you have a player like of that caliber, they don't waste any wasted movements. Kawhi ain't the most, he ain't the fastest, he ain't the quickest, but what he is, he's a technical king, meaning that, his training, his preparation, he knows how to score on any type of defender, whether he's strong, whether he's long, whether he's short, whether he's quick, whether he's fast. He doesn't care what defender he's dealing with. He has already prepared himself, religiously to actually be able to handle the type of defenders that is going to be right in front of him no matter what. So a player like Kawhi Leonard and of his ilk, he's going to be able to, be very, very successful. But again,
that's real. That's like when I think of him, when you actually think of Kawhi's movements, how he is. People think he's robotic, but that man like the Terminator for real.
Yeah.
Like he carries that. I'm gonna tell a story. To me, that's personified. We were down 2-0 against Milwaukee. Nick Nurse came into the locker room and said, we're going to make some adjustments. We'll get back to Toronto and we're going to be ready. And Kawhi said the adjustment is I'm guarding Giannis. We walked out the locker room.
That's dope.
That's it right there.
So when y'all hear that, who does that remind y'all of? A game plan the coach has, to basically go into the next two games in the playoffs, and you have your star player politely erupt him and say, excuse me, coach, no disrespect to you, but, we're down 0-2. And I think personally, this is something that I have to go with, as a star, as the leader, as the best player on the team. I'm going to go ahead and take the pressure and onus off of you, and I'm going to actually take it upon myself to lead us to 4 straight wins against the league MVP. And I believe the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference that year in the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to go ahead and lead us to 4 straight wins and get us to our first NBA Finals in franchise history, and go ahead and guard the best player and be the primary defender. Is that okay with you? It's okay? Cool. I'm going to get out here and walk around. I'll see you guys on the next game in Game 3. Who does that sound like in a pressurized situation to calmly say to his coach that I'm going to go ahead and take over this series, and not just offensively, but defensively, while I'm still doing with an injured lip? Also, that's another thing, laboring an injury. Y'all got to remember, that was the year Kawhi Leonard was walking around a lot on one leg because of, his left, I think his left knee or his left thigh that need surgery that offseason. It's the same leg. So all those different restrictions and restraints, this man still found a way to overcome what he was dealing with, right? So when I'm bringing all this up is because Phil Handy not just said about, brought that story about Kawhi Leonard, which I actually enjoyed. He talked about his mentality and who he compares himself to and what type of cloth he's cut from. And he's cut from that same cloth as Kobe, LeBron, and Michael Jordan. right here, y'all can see right here. It says Phil Handy explains why he thinks Kawhi is cut from the same cloth as Kobe, MJ, and LeBron. So what we're gonna do, just gonna read a few different segments. It says Kawhi got some high praise from the trainer. Let me see. Let me go ahead and read a little bit of this. He said most people thought Kawhi Leonard and the Raptors were a weird fit when it happened, but eventually it led to the most considerable success in Raptors franchise history. In that 2018-2019 season, nobody believed in Leonard and the Raptors, especially after seeing Kawhi struggle during the regular season. In addition to that, he was battling with injuries, but he stepped up at crucial moments and he led the Raptors to their NBA title. So, like I said, he was dealing with injuries. He was dealing with, being ridiculed for leaving the San Antonio Spurs the way that he did. So, again, a lot of people were out on Kawhi Leonard going into this upcoming year, and he was able to prevail. As y'all come there, smash that like button. I got a little bit more time left. I'm going to let y'all go. So, these are kind of some of the things that actually, Phil Handy glossed over. He talked about Kawhi Leonard being a quiet worker. He said, suppose it wasn't for the hard work that he did in the training camp before the start of the season, who knows if Kawhi would end up with a title in Canada. Phil Handy, currently working as a development coach for the Los Angeles Lakers, worked with Kawhi on the Raptors, and he gave an insight into Kawhi's work ethic mentality. That's something that you got to also remember, too, before I read this quote. These guys have no reason to sit up there and, vouch for these players because they no longer have to, they're no longer a part of their team. Phil Handy at the time was the, development coach for the Lakers. He's not the development coach for the Raptors or the Clippers that feature Kawhi Leonard. So he doesn't have to lie. Same thing he says about Kyrie Irving being the most skilled player in NBA history. Kyrie's not with the Lakers. He's with the Mavericks. He was, formerly with the Nets. He was with the, the Cavs, the Celtics. He ain't got to, kowtow for nobody. But as I keep telling y'all, players and trainers and coaches have a certain connection where it's almost not, I don't want to say a fraternity, but it's a brotherhood that their job is to X out any type of confusion when it comes to, about certain players, especially players that they know personally. But I want y'all to kind of see and read what, Phil Handy had to say about Kawhi Leonard's work. He said the thing that has impressed me the most was when I first met Kawhi. He just said, look, coach, I'm very straightforward. I'm very honest. That's what we all know about Kawhi. I'm all about the work. If I'm not doing something, you tell me because I'm going to tell you if you're not doing something. Oh man, I like the gym to be quiet. I don't like the people. I don't like the noise. I just want to get my work in. That dude said, I'm all about the work. If I'm not doing something, you tell me because I'm going to tell you if you're not doing something. Yo, who's that sound like when he was talking about, they wanted him to shoot. He airballed, he had to run. Who does that sound like? What he said, Paul George and Terrence Mann. Remember that episode on the podcast where he talked about how everybody was going to run if they airball a shot. And Kawhi Leonard said, I'm not running. Yeah, man, that's just, and we keep hearing it over and over, man. Like his teammates keep saying the dude is up front. He don't care who you are. He's going to tell you what it is. Coach or not coach, I'm going to tell you the truth. But what we also seeing just how hard he works and how it's consistent. Like he doesn't cheat the game. He said, when he said that to me, I'm like, let's go. That's right up my alley. He's just a student of the game, a real student of the game. And he just wants to be great. That's all we would ever talk about. When I first got there, he was like, we need to link up with Cove. I went to link up with Cove. When can we link up with him? He just soaked up the knowledge of one of the best dudes I've ever been around. Phil Handy said via Fadeaway World. Again, there goes Kobe again. Phil Handy worked out with Kobe Bryant, in the offseason and in season as one of his trainers. So, Kawhi being in San Diego, being a person that looked up to Kobe, he wanted to, work out with him and link up with him. And that's a person that wants to be great. All these things I'm pouring out are just certain things that back up just how much Kawhi Leonard loves the game. Right. So I'm going to read one more little, snippet and I'm going to go and be done with it. He said, comparing to the greats, to the three greats, Handy again recollected about the time spent with Kawhi on the All in Smoke podcast, and he gave him considerable praise, probably the highest in the NBA world. Kawhi's cut from that same cloth as Kobe, LeBron, and MJ. And he said All the Smoke podcast. So in the end, it all paid off for Kawhi. The Raptors won the 2019 NBA Finals against the Golden State Warriors, and he got the Finals MVP accolades for the second time in his career. However, it did not work out with the Clippers in these past 2 seasons, but they could have been so much more successful this year if it wasn't for Leonard's injury. We'll see how Kawhi will bounce back from a knee injury, and how will the free agency play out. But whoever signs Kawhi has an objective shot of winning the title. All right, so I'm gonna leave it at that. That's enough of the information, the reading. As I said, y'all can, come in here, like hit that like button. We're gonna finish up right here. So there y'all have it, man. Debunking all the narratives, debunking how he doesn't want to play, doesn't, he's not serious about the game, he doesn't love the game. He's cheating the game, he's sitting out games, he doesn't want to play. That right there, if that does not debunk all that, I don't know what will. You have 2 players or 2 people that's been around Kawhi Leonard for a considerable period of time, and you guys can actually see, other players that talk about, his work ethic. They all say the same thing: hardest worker in the room. But the thing about it is he's not loud about it. He doesn't post it. He doesn't, you won't see it. He, like he said, in the gym, he likes things to be quiet. So there's no real video going on. There's not really no music blasting. He's just sitting there just focusing on his work. And those are the people, as I say all the time, the most calculated, technical, dangerous people on the court. The ones that just have that zen, that focus. That's the same thing Kobe Bryant used to do. No music was in the background when Kobe Bryant worked out. He would do the same move over and over and over. And, you couldn't stop it. You could not stop his move. He's going to do the same thing over and over and over. So I applaud Patrick Beverley. I applaud Phil Handy. I applaud, Kawhi Leonard for being the player that he is, the person that he is. And, but the thing about it is, like I said, they may want to look into that whole he doesn't work, he works too hard, because, again, if you're dealing with a person that's working that hard and he's continuously getting hurt, you might want to step in if you're the, Clippers medical staff, or you want to step, not even the medical staff, you want to step in if you're the Clippers coaching staff and say, look, man, like, I know you want to, and it's kind of hard to do this, but the fact that he's getting hurt at these times, every single time of the year, it must be some validity what Patrick Beverley's saying, that this man is working so hard that he's injuring himself. I can attest to that. I have in the off season and in the in season put myself through things that the body should not, because you got to understand, when you're an athlete, you're going up against what the body is made to do. The body is not meant to, like, do all these extraneous different workouts and movements one after another. You got to give your chance of body to rest and heal. But as Gilbert Arenas said, I remember him saying on his podcast, which is also another great podcast, he said that he's not giving his body a chance to rest. So Kawhi has had a routine ever since high school to work harder than anybody, to push himself in the gym. No days off, like that no days off thing also is kind of like is a gift and a curse, because in one side you got a person who, obviously highlighting how hard he works, but again, your body is not meant to be put through that amount of extraneous type of body movement and not give yourself a chance to rest. You're setting yourself up to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? You look at Kawhi's body, there's no way in the world this man should be getting hurt. He should be hurting other people with how strong he is. But because of how much he puts and how much force and how much pressure he puts on his legs, especially, he's getting hurt, in weird ways. So, like I said, I hope Kawhi Leonard stays healthy this year. Something tells me that he will be healthy this year. But this is a very eye-opening video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the share, subscribe. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. Definitely, you're gonna keep y'all updated with this whole thing with the Clippers. As I become the host of the show that they're gonna be covering. I'll keep y'all, updated. But until next time, we respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace. Out of here like swimwear.
Wow.
Been all around the world, Japan to Amsterdam. Meals nutritious, lifestyle was vicious, yeah. While these out here tried to hate mine, yet I still stood tall on the main line. Two-step, throwing up their gang sign. Rolling around the city, big chain, but he ain't signed. Y'all fake tough, little puffs to my canines. Don't forget cracking at them hit boy parties. Probably had your girl naked at them hit boy parties. Big chains, big flexing at them hit boy parties. Nobody trip, cause they knew I had that big boy on me. Yeah, gang of fast living, addicted to cash getting. Disrespected to getting the ass whipped. Don't call yourself a baller unless your whole clan get. Plan you got you ain't working, then you need to plan different.
This on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything.
Yeah, no need for blocks out. Baby got her box out. Just dropped her man, now she looking for that knockout. He did her wrong, then he tried to shame, baby. And she was trying to bounce back, so don't blame, baby. Cause it kick her up, one time fuck her up. A true big homie, I don't hear his name enough. Went through the real movie while y'all snowed on the bluff. Gotta give it up, big homie did his stuff. Now it's all about the bag play. Been around more smoke than an ashtray. Right cheek, left cheek, let her ass shake. On God, I'm 100 till my last day. West side, east side, yeah, I'm both for that. No talking, take off, bro, I'm known for that. 50 M's on the scales, yeah, I'm close to that. Yeah, you on the same mission, yeah, I'm hoping that. Make the money overlap.
West side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything. Hey, hey, it's on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything. Throw it up, throw it up,
Throw it up,
throw it up,
throw it up,
throw it up,
throw it up,
throw it up. Yeah, that's it hard. Hey, homies. Yeah, 323s, 213s, 310s, 424s. Hey, 818s. Yeah, what we missing? 5, 6 toes, I see. Hey, yeah. Give it up. Hey, give it up. Hey, give it up. Battle Cat. Holla. That nigga Dom Kennedy. Yeah. Gotta love that. Yeah. Corrupt. We love you too.